going on, guys? It's your boy John the Liquidator coming back with another video. So it look like Unrivaled CEO has broken his silence and downplayed this whole ratings thing. For this one here, we got to go all the way up to New York. Let's get it. Let's go. If you guys have not heard, Unrivaled was in a heap of trouble, man. These ratings has fallen low to about 30,000 viewers per game. And basically what people saying, it could only get worse from here. Now TNT been sending subliminals to Unrivaled regarding their $100 million deal. So they got a 6-year $100 million deal. Now what's crazy about all of this is that I forgot that this Unrivaled deal was 6 years, $100 million. Now it gotta be some type of clause in there to where if they don't hit their quarter, a certain quo, they could just shelf Unrivaled. And I believe next year could possibly be the last year on Unrivaled. Now, I'm not wishing Unrivaled any malice or anything bad on them. I just think next year could probably be the year that breaks the hump on a camel's back, bruh. I just got to be honest. Now, with that being said, we know that Nafisa Collier has been speaking out, you know, a little bit about the Unrivaled thing. Now, she haven't really, from what I seen, said anything about the ratings. Well, her husband, Alex Bazzell, who's from my home city of St. Louis, bro, we've been just having all type of famous people in the W. But it goes on to say, Unrivaled CEO Alex Bazzell downplays concerns as year 2 ratings slides. Raises question. Now, for all, the grand promise for Alex Bazzell and Unrivaled made more money, real equity in the league, new platform where players could truly be compensated for their worth. The glossy narrative is being to show some cracks. Now, article goes on to say Daniel Roberts of Front Office Sports reports that the opening week ratings fell hard this year, which was only fueled concerns about whether the league can sustain itself long term. What makes it even more wild is that the valuation just jumped up to $340 million after Series B raises almost 10x what it was in May of 2024. CEO Alex Bazzell isn't losing sleep over. Now, Front Office Sports revealed ratings down big for year 1. League president Alex Bazzell, leagues aren't built overnight. So that was his statement to the concern about the ratings, talking about leagues wasn't built overnight. What do you mean, bro? You got a 6-year deal. This is something that has never been done before. You know what I'm saying? And for him to just try to downplay it like this is crazy. Then it goes on to say, we're building Unrivaled for the long-term game, and we're confident in our outlook, keeping in mind the same core principles and goals we set forth when establishing the league. Bazzell said, we're proud of the product we're putting on the court each week, and we're going to continue growing our audience while showcasing the best women's basketball players in the world. Leagues aren't built overnight. Now, year 1 was a genuine TV success. Unrivaled averaged 221,000 viewers on TNT and the True TV. Now, with the peaks arriving during the one-on-one final between Nafisa Collier and Aaliyah Edwards, which pulled in a whopping 377,000 views. The championship game between the Rose and Vinyl was at about 364,000 views, which they was doing these big numbers last year. But just like I told y'all last night, man, Unrivaled was a new thing. Just like many new things, people want to know what's going on, and people think what they had to see. And to me, those big numbers kind of hurt them this year because a lot of people didn't like Unrivaled, like me. Like, I haven't watched any of it, guys. I'll be honest. I haven't watched any other Unrivaled. I just been tracking the articles as they've been coming out because obviously Unrivaled's trending right now on the YouTube platform. So we got to do what's trending. So that's why we'll be reporting on it now. It stated on January 5th, Unrivaled opened at 175,000 views for TNT TV doubleheader. Not bad for a Monday afternoon. Now, this was the number right here that had Nafisa Collier speaking reckless about this CBA negotiation. She said, I've been in the league and meetings and I know how to run a league. We all remember her saying that because that was based off these numbers. Now, swiftly, within a week or two, the numbers plummeted to 32,000 viewers. The audience dipped again on January 9th with gains across TNT and True TV averaging 139,000 views. And by January 10th and 11th, which was this week, the fourth True TV broadcast, the viewers just averaged at about 71,000. Bruh, this is bad. In arena attendance was around 850 this year after capacity increased to 1,000. Opening seats have become notably empty, and they've been so empty they haven't even told us how many fans are there. So if the arena hold 1,000 fans, they ain't even telling us how many people is actually coming to the damn game. That's how bad the attendance is. You could mess around and probably get an Unrivaled ticket for like $100. I mean, not 100, probably like $5, $10. Goes on to say we're building Unrivaled. Oh, hold on. Oh, I got out of spot. So it goes on to say in arena attendance around 850 to 1,000. Declining ratings and in arena attendance also having a lot to do with who's usually actually playing this season. Yes, Paige Beckers and Kelsey Plum are major additions, but with Nafisa Collier sideline, stars like Sabrina Ionescu and Angel Reese not returning, the product was always going to take a hit. Now, I knew that they was going to try to blame this on Angel Reese. Me personally, I feel like Angel Reese has nothing to do with this. Sabrina maybe, but even then, the attendance, it was just a new thing. You feel me? Now, granted, if Caitlin Clark was there, we know it'd be sold out. I feel like the viewership will be well over 100,000 if Caitlin will have paid. But I don't blame Caitlin for not attaching herself to this little circus of a league. We've seen this league not look very, very, very well. The product just isn't good. I just got to be honest with you guys. I feel like the product itself isn't entertaining enough. They had their run last year and it didn't sell. Now, part of the reason Bazzell isn't panicking is that Unrivaled has additional revenue streams, most notably ticket and merchandise sales. The league will make a tour stop in Philly later this month, which could pay off in a big way. On January 30th, Unrivaled will stage a 2-game slate, Xfinity Mobile Arena, and venue that seats 17 and 20,000 people. That's gonna. I think they shouldn't do that, bro. I think no. I think it's gonna be bad, bro. I just gotta be honest. Y'all finna go to an arena that holds 17 to 20,000 people. I think y'all gonna see about 17,000 empty seats, bro. I just hate to be so cruel like that, but I think so. Now, to add this, according to Front Office Sports, merchandise sales from September through the opening weekend jumped over 50% year over year, while ticket revenue climbed 40% thanks to extra seats and games. So they're raising tickets and they're doing all these things to try to help the growth of the league, but overall, I feel like the damage is done. And Unrivaled was in some serious, serious trouble with TNT. They gave them $100 million over a 6-year deal, and this is just an ugly, ugly sight to see moving forward, man. It's just not looking good. The article goes on to say, but if the ratings don't improve, there will always be question marks around the league. Yes, Alex Bazzell and company have a 6-year rights deal with TNT, reportedly worth 9 figures, but parent company Warner Brother Discovery can opt out after 3 years. If that happens, that could come at a point where the league, which had an $8 million salary pool, is no longer in position to pay their salaries. So, yeah, Warner Brothers did buy TNT, bruh. I forgot about that. They show freaking did. Alyssa Thomas, Kelsey Mitchell, ditch Alex Bazzell for Project B next year, bro. So next year they're not doing Unrivaled. Project B is gonna kick everybody ass. I believe Project B is going to destroy the WNBA as we know it, and it's just gonna be ugly moving forward, man. But I don't know, man. I think they're in a heap of trouble. Get down in the comment section. Let me know y'all thoughts about this one. Keep them bells on. I will be back with more content. And until next time, man, shake the haters off. I'm out of here, bro. Peace out.